Hi guys, welcome back to Grandmother Willow Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today, I am going to be trying something a little different and do a divine feminine, divine masculine, counterpart reading, and see how the energies are flowing together. You can apply this romantically if you feel you're in a soulmate or twin flame connection, or you can apply them to yourself to see how you are balancing those energies as we all have them inside of us. So, first time I've done this, so we'll get started and see how it goes. Spirit, can we get a card for the Divine Feminine, please? The Divine Feminine, can we get a card to see where the Divine Feminine is at this time in the journey? Can we get a card for the Divine Feminine to see where she's at this time in the journey? Whew. Ah, Divine Femme. Going forward. Yes. Yes. Walking the path, going forward. Being the... I don't know why the word ringleader is coming to me, but you're leading the show. You're moving forward. You're doing the thing. So, Spirit, can we get a card for where Divine Masculine is at in the journey right now? Can we get a card for where Divine Masculine is at? Woo! So, okay. So, this card is fulfillment, and you can see the moon's a little hidden, and like that peach is getting ripe. Woo! That's gonna be sweet when it's done. It's not done yet, so he's not done yet. He's working on himself. The energies that be are making him ripe for you, baby. So that's what I got. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's dig into this further. Spirits, tell us about Divine Feminine going forward. Tell us more about Divine Feminine going forward at this time. Tell us more about Divine Feminine going forward at this time, Spirit. Okay. So, Divine Feminine, there's an energy of incompletion. Something's not complete yet. You know, you feel it, it's internal. Something's not complete yet. And I'm really sensing that this is in regards to the ripeness of the masculine over here. So, you're embracing that very nicely, and you're moving forward regardless of what's going on the other side of the fence. You're living moment to moment. It's like skipping along, minding your own business, best way to be, and tiptoeing across this beautiful field of rainbows. And like seriously, like you've started out on a new path. This card is the 2. You're like, oh my goodness, life is so freaking good. Like everything is so good. And it's just like, relief. There's like such a sense of relief. It's like you've let go of where masculine is at in his path. And that's fantastic. That's what you got to do. That allows everything that you've manifested to fill in for you. So you're not even concerned with the outcome. You've let go of expectation. And then we've got a card of travel. Oh, exciting. So, you know, your mind is open to possibility now. It's open to possibility. No longer worrying about what the external circumstances appear to be. You're free to move forward into new experiences and ground. So, you know, thinking about what do you want? Traveling. Oh my goodness, how long have you wanted to travel and go and do and see? Yeah, I'm gonna download here. So, okay. Wow, so these two cards are more of in the etheric realm. So, this feeling a lack of completion is more of an intuitive kind of thing. Living the moment to moment, mastering that. Very spiritual, mental. Now, this traveling card is like I'm getting physical, concrete, 3D type of action and movement. So you're thinking about making some big freaking moves in your life. The energy at the bottom of the deck is, you know, awareness and maturity and adventure. So, you know, it's like time to exercise those beautiful angelic wings that you have been conditioning. It's time to jump off the ledge. It's time to go do that thing you've always wanted to do, and just do it. Spirits, what's going on for Divine Masculine? Can we clarify this fulfillment? What's going on for Divine Masculine? Can we clarify this fulfillment? Can we clarify this fulfillment? So, like, Divine Masculine's a little impatient right now. And he's fully aware, you know. He's fully... like, mortality came up. He's fully aware that... you know, he wants to get to this level. He wants to be where she's at, and he sees it and is totally freaking infatuated. And it's just like, holy crap, look at the moon cycles, this beautiful pregnant woman. It's just like filled with life and filled with energy and the mother of creation. And oh my gosh, guys, he just wants to gobble her up. There is just this beautiful feeling of desire and want and passion. And he is freaking impatient. But he knows, because he's done his work, he needs, you know, he needs a little bit more time. He needs more time. The fruit on the vine needs to ripen. And I don't know why I sing that, other than the fact that they're giving me so much like sexual desire and energy in my body that like I had to sing about it, because it like the juicy okay guys, I'm gonna stop there because it's like a little much. But anywho, can we get more clarity on fulfillment? Can we get clarity on fulfillment? Where is Divine Masculine at? Where is he at? What is he thinking? What is he doing? What is going on right now with Divine Masculine in this fulfillment? So, going with the flow came out in reverse. So, he's kind of fighting the situation at the moment. You know, I'm feeling... Can we clarify not going with the flow for Divine Masculine? Yeah. So he's suppressing, you know, what's inside of him. Why is Divine Masculine suppressing? Oh, okay. He's trying to achieve harmony And he's trying to learn his spiritual lessons of like letting go. Okay, so he's working on it. He's definitely, you know, there's a certain level of like, God, it's like aggravation because he wants her so bad, you know, but he's like having to do self-control to achieve harmony within himself, which actually is one of the greatest forms of love. If somebody is willing to hold back on something they desire so much to heal, to fix themselves so they can come towards you, be thankful, be blessed, be gracious about that. You know, that's somebody that can be an equal, that has your best interest at heart, that doesn't want to come to you with some toxic, nasty mess, and lay that to you. They want to come in and you know, be healed. And he's working on letting go of not only past situations, but this is letting go on a spiritual level. This is like surrender. And yeah, so then we've got consciousness and guidance. Guidance came out. So he's, you know, man, I feel like there's a lot of meditation going on, and he's seeking guidance. This is like, you know, I feel like there's like a few ways in which he is like maybe turning away from what he knows. But that is just this is kind of like surface level out of fear of things that have happened in the past. Now, Spirit, can we get a bridging of masculine and feminine? A bridging of masculine and feminine. Can we see the energies between them? Can we get a bridging of masculine and feminine and see the energies between them? Can we get... Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay. Wow. So this is like coming into the 3D. So experiencing, you know, wanting very much to experience life together, and you know, this is kind of on the feminine side. The experience is that of being an outsider to this situationship, feeling kind of at a deeper level abandoned. And this is like really deep, because there's this process, this beautiful process that the feminine is like embracing for herself, but as it pertains to this union, she feels abandoned and on the outside and unsure, you know, not like, you know, the colors and the feel of this energy is a little bit of fear, of uncertainty of the future. Now, on this side with the masculine, however, it's like they're kind of mirroring each other, of course, but on his side, it's like bright and beautiful, and there's so much energy, and there's he wants to share, he wants there to be some type of breakthrough in this situation, you know, while he's showing this up front, this suppression and this not going with the flow, you know, it is coming off to the feminine as being a rejection. And I just want to pull, what does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What does the feminine want to say to the masculine spirit? Okay. That card wanted to come out, and this one wanted to come out. What does the masculine want to say to the feminine spirit? What does the masculine want to say to the feminine spirit? Okay, so the feminine wants the masculine to know that she is doing her inner work. She's flowering. She's abundant. She's wanting him to see that Empress, and he sees it. If you need confirmation because he is tight-lipped and won't say nothing to you, here it is. He sees you. He values you. He can see the Empress within. You know, you are the Empress. You are life and love and beauty and abundance. And she wants him to move beyond illusion. She wants him to come to her. And on the masculine side, what he wants to say to the feminine is that, you know, this is the wheel of fortune, change, waiting on that change to come in. He's doing, you know, his inner work to let go of the guilt and the mental heaviness and the burdens of his life, and he's wanting very much. This beyond illusion and this intensity card look very similar. He I mean, it is pointed, literally an arrow, like, no kidding, guys, you can't make this up. There's an arrow pointed directly towards the feminine. His intensity, his drive, his focus, whether he tells her or not, is on her. It's on this connection. It's on this relationship. He's wanting to share. He's wanting to have a breakthrough, but there are things that he is suppressing, and he's not going with the flow. He's not acting on his impulse. He has a deeper guidance that through, you know, and it can be a little off balance, but, you know, completely letting go of the situation. He knows that if this is meant to be, it will be. Even though, you know, this is making the feminine feel like an outsider. But the other side of that is because of this mirroring effect that's happening where he is in suppression. So she has been in suppression and they have not been sharing. So it's been pushing the feminine down this road of maturity and awareness of self and recognizing desires of her own soul that she would never have recognized if he wouldn't have been holding back in this way. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask about is what is the advice about, you know, because in the past, feminine gave too much to masculine and it was taken advantage of. Now, moving forward, what's the advice for feminine on softening and revealing emotions? Because if we're mirroring, that's what she wants him to do, is to reflect those emotions of love and sincerity and kindness and compassion. What's the advice here for feminine? What's the advice here for feminine spirit? What's the advice here for feminine? Okay. Woo! Okay. So you need to stop projecting onto your masculine. You need to stop projecting and get out of your head about what he's doing, what he is or isn't doing. Let this reading be peace about what he's doing. But you need to get out of your head and stop projecting things onto him based off of your insecurity and fear. What is the advice for masculine? What's the advice for masculine at this time? What's the advice for masculine at this time? What's the advice for masculine at this time? What's the advice for masculine at this time, Spirit? What's the advice for masculine at this time, Spirit? What's the advice for masculine at this time? Can we clarify this card, please? Can we clarify this card? So this this playfulness card. Okay, so all right. So this playfulness card came out in the masculine reading, which you guys can check out, but masculine has been very serious for far too long. He needs to connect with his inner child, his silliness, his goofiness, and bring that energy to her. She needs some type of emotional connection. Bring it to her. This laziness card in reverse, like there needs to be action happening. And if he wants this, he needs to fight for it, because this is, this situation in leaving, continuing to leave the feminine out in the cold, isn't really supporting him either. So there needs to be, and I do feel like in his own way he's fighting for this, but he's just not telling her. And so there needs to be some type of release of emotional. And so with this suppression energy and not going with the flow, and then that being mirrored back to the feminine, creating, the insecurities about abandonment, which is then like shutting down the feminine's emotional availability. So somebody in this situation has to give. My recommendation is that because the feminine is further along the path and going down her own road, that you don't overgive, but you really need to sit down and look inside of yourself and ask yourself, who do you want to be? Who are you? And if you want to be someone who is emotionally available and open, and you want that in a relationship, you have to be able to stand in that energy. And I think this situation, even though it is not an abandonment, it is not a rejection, it's the perfect energy to trigger the insecurities, which then the feminine is going to have to step into even greater amount of her power. And if you guys take a peek back at the Divine Feminine reading for today, that is exactly what